Hello and welcome to the Tyrant in Training podcast. I'm the host Kevin Ryan and this is the final episode of the third season. So yeah, apparently there's been seasons all along. Who knew? This episode welcomes back actress Nikoline Bangen, who can be heard on episode 10 of this podcast, trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. She did. She's alive. She's fine. Nikoline also has a clothes shop called Little Hype Shop that can be found on Etsy too. That's for clothes for filmmakery folk and non-filmmakery folk. Basically, she has clothes for anyone not a zombie. She is anti-zombie, which when I say anti-zombie, I mean she's not pro-zombie. It's not like she's related to like niece and nephews who are also zombies, I don't think. Anyway, here is part two of Nikoline Bangen being exasperated in a zombie apocalypse. Previously on this thing, whatever it is.
The first place I would go to would be the like a government building. There might also potentially be like security there or military trained people or armed people of some sort. The ultimate goal for me would be to get down to the water, to commandeer one of the cruise ships that are there and fill it up with supplies and people, and then sail it out into the ocean and try and find either a deserted island where there are no zombies or where we can possibly clear it out of zombies, and then just make the settlement there and start living off the land and go fishing and then send people out on excursions. Usually at the start of stuff like this, they haven't really sunk down to the evilness of evil yet. I will personally shoot you in the head if anyone dies because you are inconsiderate. All right, you think so? Yeah, because it's going so well for you being an asshole and everything. And all of these people standing inside here that are supposedly following you are all well aware of the fact that you might just shoot them in the head. He helped bring stuff back. He did a good thing. Second of all, he had no way of contacting you to ask, and you just leave people everywhere. What does it matter? Like, why are you acting like this? What sort of way is this to behave when it's the end of the world? I'm pissed off now, and I'm taking a big risk. I am. But the cars are all ready, so I'm going, fuck this. So we're piling all of the people quickly into the cars quietly while they're busy. And then we drive off and we leave the doors open so the zombies can go in. And then we set the sounds on and blare it. This is the weirdest thing, but I mean, I can see it happening. So yeah. I have no problems with Lawrence. It's he who clearly has a problem with us. It's nice to find something to keep us together. It's just a mattress is really big and lumpy to carry around. Couldn't you have found like a comic book?
You do see a giant mattress fly over the back of the boat and land beside you with a rope attached to it. So do you want to climb? Do you want to climb onto the?
Yeah, I'll hold on to the boat. I'll hold on to that.
So because this episode is a kind of a sequel to your zombie escapades, what I might do is I will, hopefully if I'm good at editing, I will have a bit of a recap like previously on.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Right?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I listened to it today to write down names of some of the people who showed up.
And who survived.
But all of your people survived.
Yeah, true. They all did, yeah.
Oh, wait, there was a small group of 5 people who left scavenging, and they never came back.
Yeah.
I think they were the only ones that
and we weren't allowed to go looking for them because of the rude people.
The rude, yeah. Are we going to refer to them as rude people? Like that's their...
Yeah. It's entirely up to you.
So what I'll do is, in case I haven't done this well,
yes.
in the edit, I'll give a quick recap here, and just, I suppose, to recap for you as well. So you might remember some of this. So when the zombie apocalypse came about and overrun and everything, you chose to run to a government facility, a big building, big block building. Sound right?
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
And you remember that your idea was, well, I'm going to stay here for maybe a night and then get some supplies and go straight to the docks to get a boat, find yourself an island, clear it, and you're happy. You're safe.
Yep.
Right. Now, what happened was you ended up going there when a bus of tourists showed up, 100 of them, 40 of them were over the age of 80.
A bus.
A bus, yes.
A bus.
It's not, yes, a bus. And
yes.
you became their leader immediately. You sent them out the scavenged supplies, they brought back a mattress that they were all very excited with. You were less excited
The
about.
damn mattress.
Yes. Some of the people included in your group, I don't know how many of these you remember, are Mark, the former MMA fighter, who took ownership of the mattress, you might recall. You actually got along with him.
Yeah. I didn't at first, but he was attractive, so.
Oh, right. I didn't know that. I didn't know that in the first episode. That seems to be a new thing. They recast him, and suddenly he is.
Oh! Now he's attractive.
He is Henry Cavill.
Oh, excellent. I like this.
Yes, see, I know, yes. You also had Jim. Jim didn't do much. Jim tried to sit on the mattress, and Mark would push him off. That's all Jim did. Teresa was another one, or in Norwegian, Teresa, or something like that.
Yeah, Teresa.
There you go. You had Norway. Do you remember Norway?
Yes.
Norway was the person who I kind of let you off because he was sick and we had put him into a bathroom. You almost let him die. You almost said, he's a zombie, but he wasn't. He's fine. So Norway
is fine, yeah. I was just tricked by the military guy who said he was dangerous.
Yes, you are. That is true. Yeah, it's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
You also had my mother, Hannah, with her weapon was
binoculars. She was an excellent asset.
Yes, thank you. Yes. She was on lookout. You also had Sarah, who was 90 years of age, and she was pregnant. And she had a baby. Do you remember the baby's name?
I don't know. While.
The baby was a girl, and she was named Nikoline.
Oh, that's right.
Because you were in the water, they thought you were dying. So but you survived. And also you had
I survived because Mark threw out the mattress and rescued me.
Indeed.
I remember. Yes.
That was the
because I was going to sacrifice myself and fight off the bad guys at the end there.
Yeah, so when you had this group in the building, the rude people showed up, bunch of soldiers led by Lawrence, who you didn't like at all, and you let them into the building. You sent out some supply groups. One of them we never found. Possibly they went to Freedom City. You might remember there was a big radio transmission. There was a message coming from Freedom City. You didn't go there. Eventually you found out that Lawrence had been lying to you. He claimed that the docks were overrun. It turns out they weren't. He shot one of his own men in front of you. So you weren't happy about that.
Because you went out and helped us.
Yeah. He was very commanding, Lawrence. He didn't like the soldier doing stuff without his permission. So then you end up locking him inside in the building, escaping on a BUS and leaving the doors open for zombies to come in and flood and kill everyone. When you went down to the docks, you found a boat. You left Lawrence's son tied up in a little shack and he got eaten by that was horrible. I don't know why
I feel bad about that. I do feel bad about locking them in. I could have just locked them in and not let the zone, but I was angry.
Yeah, you did say there is a moment in the first episode where you just go, okay, now I'm pissed, and then you immediately did that. You all got
rage mode.
Get on the boat. As you said, you fell into the water. You thought you were sacrificing yourself, and the mattress came out the back of the boat, and you clung onto it, and you sailed off away. As Lawrence escaped and tried to follow you, but he didn't have a boat. So you're now off on the waters looking for a new island. I presume you're going to look for a new island, right?
Yes. We do need. Well, yes, because it makes sense to go to an island because then it's less likely for it to, once we've cleared it of zombies, if there are any, it's less likely for them to come back. Unless they can walk underwater like...
I'm going to say no. I'm going to put that... Caribbean. Yeah, I know. I'm going to say you're safe in that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes. But now we're on the boat, yes.
But right now you're on the boat. But after, it's probably going to take, I'm going to say a few weeks, maybe. Say a few weeks. That you're eventually going to come up. Well, you're going to see my mother, Hannah, is on lookout. She sees a small little island with smoke coming from the center of the island. So, even though you're not the de facto ruler of the group anymore, Mark is, he still has you on his council. So, Are you arguing, let's land there immediately, or are you worried about the smoke, or?
Well, it depends on how close we are to the actual island, right? Because if we're close, because we're on a bigger boat, so... chances are, if there are any people there, they might have already spotted us, but they might not have a boat.
And then,
or anything to get to us. So, I mean, I would stay near the island for maybe a day and just scout and see what's there. Try to like use binoculars and try to see what's happening if is any movement. And then I would probably the day after I would send like a small group, maybe with myself, in a boat to carefully try to inspect the island and see if there are any.
just for, I suppose, visual aid, because I know we're technically still in Norway, but just so it's easy for me, we're going to say the island, think of it something like, do you watch Lost, right? You know, it's a tropical island or something. It's a beach, and
I like the idea of a tropical island.
Yeah,
I think
let's say
that, you know, that would be the general idea anyway for a zombie apocalypse. Living in Norway, you do want to try and get to somewhere that's a little bit warmer, because it's going to be hard after a while to maintain, you know, when it's cold and it's winter and it's snowy. You're always going to have to find ways to keep warm. Electricity is eventually going to run out. You're going to, so it's better to aim for somewhere a little bit warmer.
So I'm going to say that Mark kind of was in tune with you, because you and him get along. You know, you're in sync. So he headed straight for the Mediterranean. So there's some small island that we found in the middle of the Mediterranean. You do see at night the smoke in the middle of the island, but there's no sign of people. So I guess, if you're going to move out onto the boats, how many people are you taking with you? Are you taking Mark? Are you suggesting
No, because Mark has to stay behind, because he's now the leader. He has to stay behind and make sure that everyone feels safe aboard the ship.
So would you
it would take maybe a group of 6 people. You need like good, strong men.
What? So my mother can't go along? Teresa can't go along?
No, she should probably say, no, definitely not. She has a baby. She's just had a baby. That's
No, that was
insane.
Sarah. No, don't worry, that was Sarah.
Oh,
Sarah.
Home. Of course.
It went really weird there.
Oh.
You glitched as you were trying to get your team together. But Sarah is the one who she was 90 and she had a child. She had Nikoline.
She had a child, yes. That's what I said. She can't go because she had a baby, and she literally just had a baby, even if it took us a month to sail over. I mean, a month is not a long time in baby time. So,
no, it isn't.
So she has to stay home, and your mom has to stay and keep a lookout, because she's really good with the lookouts. Yes.
Yes, that's her talent.
Yes.
So you're taking 6 strong men. That's your
I'm
criteria.
taking strong and able people, 6 of them.
Yeah.
They can be whatever gender or pronoun that they choose to. It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
As long as they are able to fight. You know, some people know martial arts. Some people, fight with brute strength.
So you're taking out weapons. You're taking out your guns.
Do we have guns?
Yeah, you had pistols, and I think you had the big stick, the big
I do. Morgan from Walking Dead. What's it called again? Bokken. Aikido.
Yes. Yeah, so you had that. Okay, so as you go out, I mean, are you going to go straight into because you're on a beach and you have the tree line, just after the sand. So are you going to go straight in through there, or are you going to try and go around the island?
I think. How big is the island?
It's the size of 10 football fields.
Okay, so it's pretty big then.
Is it? Yeah.
Wait, what kind of football fields? I have no idea what size of football field is.
It's the size
I don't play football.
It's the size of Oslo. Is that big?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as an island goes, I'm not so sure, but it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's good. Okay. Is there what's it look like? Is it like a beach and then trees and then mountain, or?
No, there's not like mountains. There's just maybe kind of hilly, maybe, but no, you won't have to worry about mountain. There's
trees and forest.
But there's a lot of trees. It kind of feels like it's an island. If you think of an island as a circle, the outer rim is all sand, and then it's just like a ring of trees going deep into it.
Yeah. So we're gonna go full recon and go in at dusk-ish, so it's getting dark.
In the middle. Yes.
No, we're gonna go onto the island and then creep our way slowly into the middle to see what the smoke is and to see what else is there. Yes. So it's kind of like full military operation, not to fight anyone, but just to see if there are zombies and if there are people there that either need help or are dangerous. We have to make sure, protect the group. Well, we also have to hide the boat when we get to the shore so that no one else. Yeah, we have to hide the boat, of course.
How?
Well, you pull it up and then hide it in underneath some bushes or something up near the edge of the forest.
But that's a big boat. How are you going to hide it under? The boat is size like a 2-story building, surely, at least.
No, I mean, not the whole group. Like, we get one of the lifeboats and say,
Oh,
how are we going to get to this?
That's like a bush. How many bushes do you expect?
How do you sneak up on an island in a cruise ship? That's insane.
Yeah. Okay. So the little, okay.
Oh God, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Gee, you're wasting time with those. Okay, so you're hiding the lifeboat. That makes way more sense. And you're going straight into. So you're leading the 6-person group.
Yeah.
Now,
we go in.
And if you see any zombies, you're eliminating them.
Yes, but we can't use, like, the rule is, we can't use guns unless we absolutely have to, because guns, as everyone knows, attract zombies. So everybody has, like, their, like, sticks or whatever, like sabers or spears, stuff like that.
Oh, so you're probably hacking through the forest anyway, so you have well, actually, so if you're taking point guard, like, you're going to see a zombie which, I mean, it's a dead zombie, I don't know, in a wedding dress, just stumbling through the forest.
Okay, so this sounds like a standard, like, Bora Bora type island where everybody goes to get married and stuff. Yeah, okay, so the zombie is dead, which goes for all zombies, but it's still moving, yeah? It's not like a dead zombie.
No, it's shambling.
Yeah, okay.
Along.
So it's alive dead.
Yeah, so it's coming like, towards you. It might have seen you yet, but it will, like, it's easily going to...
Okay, so then I get it with my book and tricks.
You immediately just
knock it to the ground and stab it in the head. Yes.
Oh, do you try and fancy it to, like, show off to the other group, or do you just, like, efficiency, like, bang?
No. Yeah, well, no. You're not going to show off. Are you crazy?
Well, the
That's
way
how you get
your hand
killed.
movement, but your hand movement there, you're doing, like, and I've seen the videos you have of the lightsaber you got, where you're like, Okay, so you kill it immediately.
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
I mean,
Do not tell me that was a real person that was just really tired.
Oh, Jesus, no.
That's like in, in the movie, what's it called?
Zombieland?
Oh, yes.
With
I
Bill
turned
Murray.
it off immediately when they killed Bill Murray. I was like, nope, I'm not watching this. This is horrible.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't deal with this.
What is it? Yeah, it's like you were treating it not as a comedy, and it was just a
Yeah.
serious drama. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, okay,
No,
so
this
that was
is a
dead
zombie.
zombie.
This isn't Bill Murray in a wedding dress. You're fine.
Excellent. Good.
By the way, just this has nothing to do with the story, but
Yeah.
since you're walking up to the zombie and killing it and doing whatever, have you ever thought of, because you're an actress and everything, have you ever thought of, like, what would your action movie star one-liner be? Like, would you have any clever, like, before you kill a zombie?
No, I've never. I
Yeah.
usually just accept whatever's in the script. I'm pretty easygoing. I'm like, yeah, this is cool.
You could say that. You could say,
Yeah.
this is cool, and then bang.
Yeah.
Banging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bang.
well,
That would be it. Bang.
good news is that was all stealthy and there was no noise made.
Yes.
I mean, I presume you're going to push on, but if you push on, you're going to see this guy called Joel, because I've watched Last of Us.
Okay.
He's going to stumble out and see, and then you notice that he's immediately freaked. He's saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God," and he takes off shouting help. Now he's going to
So
run away.
he's alive,
Oh,
like
he's
a
alive.
real person.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not a zombie who's just suddenly developed consciousness.
No,
Kind
but
of like
he's
Land of the
terrified.
Dead. That one is like that. Okay, so he's terrified of us. Why? That's weird.
Yeah, so he is going to run now, and he's shouting, "Help, help me."
Okay. All right. So someone has to go get him.
Oh, okay. Who are you sending?
The guy to my left,
Oh, what's his?
Chad.
Jesus, the worst name.
Don't judge my name. It was the one thing I could think of. Chad goes after him.
Oh,
And-
Chad's an asshole. I can spoiler that already.
No,
Chad
no,
is
he's nice. He's Chad, the cool surfer dude.
surfer. And what was Jesus? So he could fight. He had a surfboard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's fighting with his broken up surfboard.
It's broken up. So he has two of them. Like they're
Yeah,
wheels.
I have no idea
Yeah,
how
why
this
not?
is gonna work, but it's stressful to carry a surfboard because huge.
That's
so.
true. Yeah.
But he runs after him, and I
Tackles
tell him to like tackle him and put him to the ground
Pin him to the ground.
nicely,
Pin him nicely to the ground. Okay.
and get him to be quiet because
So
we
he
need
puts his
to
hand
figure
over his
out.
mouth
Yes,
and he's holding him down.
Yes. And we
Right.
come running up after or sneaking up after. Like, we have to be really
Yeah.
quiet because obviously zombies. We don't know how many are on the island. And then try to get him to calm down and
Joel's in
ask
tears.
him what?
Joel's in tears. I'm just saying, he is crying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to calm him down, like
Okay.
speaking to him nicely, reassuring him, telling him we're not out to hurt him. And yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to calm him down, you know.
Do you want to know anything he's saying, or are you just getting Chad to hold his mouth shut?
Well, until he starts screaming, like if he's quiet and crying, it's okay. Then he can, because I don't want him yelling at me or drawing attention to the zombies, whatever we have around us, we don't know. So we want him to calm down and speak to us calmly.
Yes.
Then he can speak. Yes.
Okay, so you're telling him calm down and we'll let you live, and then
No, we'll let you live.
Oh, he
Calm
can't live.
down.
Either way, he's dead.
We're not out to harm you.
Right. Okay.
Please explain number one, why we're panicking, and number two, are there anyone else here? Like, is there any other survivors? What's going on? Like,
okay, I mean, if Chad lets him up, or if he takes his hand off his mouth, he's probably going to be babbling. I mean, this guy is distraught, but he's probably not shouting either. So I don't know if you're okay with that. But he is saying, like, how could you do this to us? You know, why would you do this? Haven't you done enough? Oh my God, this is the worst day of my life. Oh my God, how could you? Stuff like that.
Okay. What does he mean by that then?
Oh no, to be honest, he's just crying. He's a bit like Gollum in the cave, where he just goes back to crying. You can't get any more out of him.
So he's obviously traumatized then.
Yeah.
Okay. So with him then, it's kind of risky to take him with us and travel, but we can't leave him. So I suppose we take him with us? We calm him down and take him with us?
I mean, so are you tying him up? Probably gonna have to.
No. Well, no. I mean, I suppose tie him up, like tie his hands so that we're sure he's not running away, but we can't restrict his ability to run or walk either, because then, you know, either he will slow us down or he will potentially die eaten by zombies if he can't run away. So no, obviously not. We're not going to do that. But we want to try and get something out of him about, are there any other survivors on the island? Like, what can we do to help? Because what you want in a zombie apocalypse in general is to try and ensure the survival of as many people as possible. It's not about just your people. It's about everyone, everywhere. The only ones that are dangerous are the people who don't care about that, like only care about themselves. Like that's the most dangerous thing. So obviously we want to try and help him, but we'll take him with us and then keep going towards whatever the fire thing is and see if he manages to calm down.
Well, as you pick him up, you do see that a little walkie-talkie has fallen out the back of his pants, probably when he got pinned down. And there is a voice coming from it saying, "Hey, Joel, you guys having a good time?" So just wait, Joel.
You guys having a good time.
And they seem chipper. They seem very happy. So, you know, there's no like, it sounds like a gruff sounding leader or anything. It's not Lawrence we're dealing with.
Okay, this is weird. Is he wearing like a suit? Was he the one who got married?
No, he's not wearing a suit.
Okay. And you guys having a good time. So there's obviously more people. Well, what if I pick up the thing and just respond to him? Hello, this is Nikki. We're survivors. We've just arrived on the island. We're looking for more survivors. Who's this?
Oh, so you're just you're talking to them. You're in the middle of the forest here. Like, they could be anywhere, but you're just going with it.
Yeah. He sounded nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the guy is going to respond back, saying, he's very surprised. He's like, "Oh, hello, Nikki. I am Peter."
Oh, Peter. I like the name Peter. That's
okay.
Nice.
Are you saying that on the thing? Okay, thanks, Nikki. Where's Joel?
Joel's with us. He's safe. He's okay. He panicked a little bit when he saw us. I have no idea why. So someone please explain that. We're not zombies.
Okay. Nikki, do you see the smoke in the center of the island?
Yes.
Okay. Are you alone, or who's with
No.
you? How many?
I have some friends with.
How many?
2.
Okay. So yeah, Peter just says, we can meet you. I'm Joel and your friends. If you come towards the smoke. Yeah.
Okay. We'll bring your friend. We'll bring your friend.
Oh, I assumed you were. Were you at where else?
I don't know. Obviously, either let him run away or bring him with us. But he's panicking, so.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm sure. I kind of don't think it's good for him.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he'll be I'm sure he'll be safe here. He lives with us. So yeah, you here. Will you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll come with you.
Okay, so you're just hanging up now, and what are you going to do?
Yes.
You just told him there's only 2 of you, and there's like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do when you show
Well,
up?
obviously, the rest of them, the other 4, are gonna have to go. Like, one is gonna have to stay. Do we have any walkie-talkies?
I tell you what, you can decide if you want. Yeah, do. I'm sure there was walkie-talkies on the boat, in fairness.
Yes, okay. So one is gonna have to stay by the boat on the beach because obviously if something was to happen to us, that one person would have to then go back to the boat and get everyone away,
Yes.
as far away from this as possible. And then the other 3 that we're not taking with us are gonna go to take surveillance, I guess you can say. Like,
Right.
we're not planning an attack on anyone.
It sounds like you're planning an attack.
But, you want to make sure, because there are cannibals, there are people, like, people are crazy in apocalypses. So you always want to make sure that, you're not taking unnecessary risk.
Right.
So these guys are going to be surveilling. And they're going to be like our bodyguards in a way, keeping their distance in case we're ambushed, in case we're killed. At least they can get away.
Okay.
Yes. And then we'll take the guy to the thing. So
you, the guy, Joel, Chad, I assume, is going to you and someone else.
Yes.
Okay. So the 4 of you, as the others go off and do their different tasks, the 4 of you can travel. You're not going to see anything else. And get towards a big wooden wall. It's going to be a circular wall, like a lot of logs.
Kind of like a protection, like a barrier of some sort.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a big one that's like it's been made out of, I don't know, felled trees. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's well put together, sturdy.
Yeah.
So if you see that, you're going to see a gate and everything, and you're going to hear, why not, a voice shouting your name.
A voice shouting my name.
As in, confirming whether it's you, like, Nikki.
From inside the wall?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I will shout back.
To say, yes, it's me and everything else.
Yes.
Okay. They're going to say, why is Joel tied up?
Because we were worried he would panic and run away because he's babbling, and we have no idea why.
Okay. Wait, by the way, did you gag him?
No. Wait, yes, we did, because he was talking and we were worried about the zombies.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, because, panic people are irrational people, so you want to make sure that they don't put the whole party at risk for, talking, yes.
Well, you hear the gate open, big long gate. Now, you haven't seen anyone yet, but the big open gate, 2 doors, push open. Now, what I will say is you're against a wall, so if you think off to your right, maybe 2 yards away, the gate starts opening. So you haven't seen what's inside it yet, but you notice the gate opening. So
yep.
Oh, you can come in.
Okay, cool.
So you're strolling straight in.
Well, strolling, but carefully. You're not just like gonna be
stroll?
like woohoo party, but be like a little bit like prepared for being ambushed or murdered potentially. Right. I mean, we've just survived a zombie apocalypse and a crazy military, guys. So obviously we're gonna be a little bit cautious.
Do you have your guns and weapons out though?
I have my stick, and Chad has his broken in half surfboard. And I don't know let's call him Brad. So I have Chad and Brad.
Chad and Brad. Oh God, they're the worst people. These are dude bros who are showing up.
And they have this little bromance going on, like they're best buds. They've been best buds since like
What
childhood.
Does Brad do? I know you said Chad was a surfer. What was Brad's physical feat?
He was an Uber driver.
He was an Uber driver as a physical specimen. He was an Uber driver.
I don't know what these people do. But yes, and he also has one stick. So it's like Gandalf and his walking stick, We're using them to fend for ourselves through the zombies.
I was going to say, in is it the Two Towers, where Gandalf's walking into Rohan and they're like, oh, none of you can have weapons, and he's like, oh, you would make an old man part of his walking stick. And then he walks in, they're all like, he's a wizard, you idiot.
Yeah.
So you're going in with the same trick, going, oh, you wouldn't part the poor
You wouldn't
old
part
woman.
a poor old woman with her walking stick. I mean, I need it for the zombies. Obviously, we're in an apocalypse. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but
I'm not planning to attack anyone, mind you.
You keep saying that, and you have a This is the second person you've kidnapped.
I haven't kidnapped. I'm bringing him back home. It's like a lost child.
Is that still kidnapping though? Like if you were in Dublin and then I handcuffed you and then went, don't worry, you're going back to Norway. Is that still kidnapping?
Man, if I was in Dublin and I was being unruly and crazy and misbehaving,
Okay.
I wouldn't mind you handcuffing me and sending me home. You'd be like, Nikki, you're going home.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, fair point. That's fair argument.
Right.
Okay, saying that, as you're walking in, you notice that there's a few huts and houses built. That's where the smoking's coming from the chimneys.
Yeah, cute.
So it all looks very civilized, to be honest. It looks nice. Kind of like a winter wonderland, but I mean, it's in the forest. But like
the one in London with the roller coasters and stuff?
But no, yeah, there's a rudimentary wooden roller coaster.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah,
like
no, a
it's
really
an
well-built
old,
one.
run-down, like fantasy land of
Yeah,
sort.
it's a pretty cool looking roller coaster in the center of the community that is.
Is it functional?
Yeah, it seems to be. I mean, you don't know. It's not working right now. There's not people on it. But as you walk in, you notice that. It seems like there's probably enough houses for maybe 50 people.
Okay.
So it's
Maybe
big enough.
50. Yeah. Cool.
Right? About what, 20 houses maybe?
Yeah. Depends on how close you want to live together, I guess.
Yeah. It seems like kind of family size house. But as you walk in, you notice a lot of a lot of, when I say a lot, we'll say 15 people come out, and they all have crossbows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hunters.
But yeah. And in fairness, they're all dressed like in modern clothing. You know, they're not like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of like Daryl in Walking Dead.
Yes. Do you know what? They're all Daryl. Just think of them as all Daryl.
Just all Daryls.
You have 15
Are they all
Daryls. No, mixture of 8 men and 7 women or whatever.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
Yeah. And then one of them walks forward and introduces himself as Peter. He says,
"Hello, Peter. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
I have your friend."
Jesus, that's a antagonistic opening. Can you please give our friend back?
Yes. Can you please explain to me why he was so freaked out from seeing us? Because we're no threat to you.
Okay, but can you just like ungag him? I just make sure he's okay. You know, first I'll just make sure he's calmed down. You still have gagging him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
when he does that, or before, when you do that rather, Peter's obviously telling Joel, and they're clearly friends because he's telling him, you know, Joel, it's me, calm down. What happened? And he's like, oh no, it's awful. No, I don't want to talk about it. And he's like, okay, you go see Dr. Norris.
Right.
And he's like, can they go see Dr. Norris? Is that all right?
Yes, yeah. Are they asking me about that? That's not.
Yeah, will you release my friend Joel? That's just because you still have him tied to Chad and Brad.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so the great thing is he goes off, right?
Yeah.
And Peter's going to be saying, okay, so I think his men can, his guards or whatever, they can lower their weapons, right? He's telling them all to relax.
Yeah.
And he's saying, like, what are you doing? How did you get here? How did you get to this island? What's going on?
Well, first I would ask him, like, what's happened here? Are they aware, like, because there are zombies outside. Obviously, they have the walls and there was a zombie outside, but it's interesting to know because we came from Norway in a boat and escaping a major zombie apocalypse there.
Right.
And we're looking for shelter and safety and somewhere to stay, obviously. But has the same thing happened there? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, has it happened all over the world? Anyone know?
Well, this good thing is he does seem like he would happily tell you. So he will say, yes, no, there are definitely zombies where we came from. I'm going to say they came from Malta because
why not?
And yes, there's definitely zombies in the world. And so you three showed up and killed a zombie. How did you show up?
We showed up in a boat. I said
from Norway.
Yes.
Okay.
And we killed a zombie just outside in like a wedding dress. But we haven't seen any more zombies, so we don't know how many are left on this island.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I hope, as Peter would say, I hope you can appreciate that I'm a bit worried about Joel. He's very disturbed.
Absolutely. I'm a little bit concerned about him too. Like,
yes.
You'd think you'd be disturbed in a zombie apocalypse seeing zombies, but maybe not humans?
No, he's had a big week.
Right.
So we'd have to keep an eye on him. We said it wasn't a good idea to be going outside the wall. It's not great. How about what he's going to offer you is he doesn't want to leave you outside the wall, right?
Uh-huh.
That's not fair. You travel all this way and people should look after each other. You can stay in here for tonight anyway. I don't know what your big plan is, but just because we don't know you might have to sleep outside, maybe by the roller coaster.
That's fine.
Right? It's quite
Sitting
warm.
under the sun. It's quite warm, so it's okay. We don't mind. Like, of course.
They can bring food and stuff, so it's not like they're just like, fend for yourselves for the night. So they'll bring out food and drinks and stuff. But yeah, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, for tonight, they're going to say goodnight to you.
Cool.
Yeah, make sure you have sleeping bags and stuff. So how are you right now? Are you okay, or what's your...
Yeah, I'm wondering, because obviously I don't know how long it's been since the apocalypse, but they would have survived for quite a while on their own. Based on the huts and what they built, the wall, that wouldn't happen in an instant. So
yeah, I affect up the timeline a bit, but really,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just, if that was the way that it went, I would be a little bit like, why aren't we sort of gathering around the campfire to talk about this and to maybe try to, like, we'd be the new shiny toy, I guess you can say. Like, they'd be curious about, and more than just the leader, everybody would want to know, is this happening around the world? Like, what's going on? So you'd want to share war stories, I guess you can say.
Yes.
But if we end up like just going to bed because they're a little bit like, we don't know how to handle this, I would be a little bit sus. Like, I'd be a little bit skeptical, wondering what the deal is. Like, why aren't they that fascinated with the fact that there's new people? Like, they don't seem afraid, but they're also not like super interested.
Would you go to sleep that night? Would you be like, one of us better stay awake, or?
We'd switch. So I would stay awake first, and then I would wake up Chad, and then he would stay awake for a little while, and then Brad would stay awake. And then I suppose we would have to try to somehow let the outsiders know we're okay. So we have a code word, banana. And so I would flick on the radio that's like hidden underneath everything between my boobs, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
I would flick it on and just say banana and then flick it off again. That means we're fine.
I mean, unfortunately, at some point during the night, someone looked outside their hut, some fella, and looked over at you sitting down as you were like speaking into your boobs, just going banana, banana, banana.
No, I didn't say it that often. I'm saying banana once. But okay.
Odd. But yeah, no, they just went back to bed.
I mean, you might think that's hot.
Yeah, you might think the Norwegians are weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who doesn't speak to their boobs?
Who does? Yeah, I sure do. In the morning, are you okay when Brad wakes you up and tells you that 15 guards, I'm gonna call them, they just went out, they just marched out of the gate?
Yeah, I suppose. I would wonder, like, wonder why. Like, I'd want to speak to, what's his name again? James?
Peter.
Peter, yes.
Peter, yes.
I would go find him and just say thank you for letting us stay and everything, and then ask more about what's going on the island. What's the deal? Like, are they going hunting? Like, what are they doing?
Okay, so Peter is coming along, and
he's what?
He's walking over to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Saying good morning, everything. He's looking a bit apologetic, if I'm honest.
Okay.
So he's walking over with 4 other guards, and he's saying, good morning.
Morning.
I'm very sorry to do this, and I appreciate, the circumstances you're in. But we may need to. You said that you killed a zombie, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you may have to be detained.
I may have to be detained for what?
For killing Joel's girlfriend.
For killing Joel's girlfriend.
Yes, it's manslaughter, I guess, because you didn't intend to kill her, right?
I'm sorry, who's Joel's girlfriend?
I mean, Sheila, the zombie you said is in the wedding dress.
So, wait, Joel was dating a zombie?
The 4 guards are moving in now to, like, not forcibly grab you, but much the same way as Chad.
Okay.
Gently pinned, just lead you off going, I'm sorry, look, we have a nice cell, you'll get representation.
Well, I don't understand, why is he dating a zombie? She's already dead.
Right, but, I mean, you are willingly going to jail, right?
Yes, I'm just really baffled by this.
Any words for Brad and Chad? What?
No.
Just stand there, you're off to jail, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so, well, since you're in jail, Peter has come along to explain something.
Okay.
So, they are pacifists, of course, and they've realized
Pacifists with crossbows.
I mean, they're mostly for
This
show.
makes absolutely no
No,
sense.
but they're mostly for show. What they mean is they don't believe in killing zombies. They think
But
there's
they
still
believe
some
in
part.
killing people?
I mean, if you're being attacked, I mean, of course, if you have a criminal zombie attacking you or a murderous zombie, then of course you'd kill them. But the zombies in their community, they live in peace with them.
How?
I mean, if you look outside your jail cell window, I mean, you'll see a zombie that's like tied to a lawnmower that's just mowing the lawn. You are completely and utterly baffled by this.
I am very baffled. I'm trying to
Yeah.
understand this. I'm trying to remember what we said the zombies were like in the last one.
So
I am baffled by this. My brain is still trying to process this whole thing. How do you not get bitten? Have they pulled the teeth out of every zombie?
yeah, you watched Walking Dead, right?
Yes.
Do you remember in it at a certain point, Michonne had a couple of zombies with her, and she had pulled out her full jaw or the whole jaw and stuff. But yeah, they were.
She'd pulled out the jaw, and she had also chopped off their arm.
Well, that's the only thing that, like, in this, they still have their arms. Well,
So not quite pacifist.
yeah, most of them had their pacifist is such a wrong word I used.
Yeah.
A lot of them still, are missing arms or whatever limbs because they're zombies. But like, you know how in some zombie stories, if a zombie comes after you and starts clutching at you, they like start ripping skin. It's just like that's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
But
Start rotting.
But yeah, like, when someone like a survivor gets caught by zombies and they start pulling at them, they like they start getting a load of scratches and stuff. It's not quite as bad in this. They cut their nails. So yeah, a lot of the zombies you notice have feet missing, and maybe the odd one has their jaw pulled. So that's why they're out in the ones you see there are out in the grass cutting lawns.
Okay.
One's acting as a scarecrow for some chicken, stuff like that.
Okay.
Another one's sitting down at a park bench, just kind of, doing usual non-zombie living, and is sitting there as another person chats to them delighted. So yeah, they're explaining that they live with the zombies, and unfortunately Joel wants to press charges, and it's kind of awkward because obviously just because you're ignorant of the law doesn't mean, So how are you feeling about this sudden change?
I'm very confused.
The danger is that people might want to charge you with imprisonment because you did kill someone.
How can you kill someone who's already dead?
But you see, they don't believe just because you turn into a zombie, you're fully dead.
This sounds like an episode of The Walking Dead, the one with the little girl who keeps bringing zombies home, and it ends up killing her sister, and then they end up having to kill her because she's just absolutely insane.
Traumatic, yeah.
Yeah, that was a horrible episode. Oh, I don't even know how to handle that.
I mean, you're going to have to go to court today, so like, are you going to be pleading innocence, or what's your...
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, why are you innocent, or why did you...
Because she's already dead.
But I mean, their whole point is that to them, they aren't, so you're going to say, screw, you're wrong. That's where you're going with this.
Well, that's the whole point of a court case, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's two sides of the story. One is saying this is the truth. The other one is saying this is the truth, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But then...
So I'm not just going, fuck you, this is different. I'm actually arguing my case, which is we just came from Norway where literally every zombie was trying to kill us.
Right.
And yeah, I am still trying to understand what the hell is going on.
Yeah, they just think, you see, that because in their little community, they think like zombies have rights too. And then you murdered one that was innocent. Unless you can prove that somehow it was attacking you. But, I don't think it was at the time. I think you walked up and just said some clever little action line of, this is what I'd say.
Oh, you think so, do you?
Yeah, I think you said something like that.
Right.
I think Joel heard that. Joel heard that through the trees and then ran and saw that you had murdered his girlfriend. The other problem is that when they're deliberating over, I mean, is it unfair to, say you're guilty when you just... But those 15 guards came back and just noticed that, or they're after spotting that big cruise ship. So they're like, hey, what's going on here? Plus we saw another person down by the beach. So there's Brad, Chad, another person, and a big cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're pretty much catching you out here on a lie.
Well, how do they assume that I came from the cruise ship?
You didn't
How
mention
would they know?
Cruise ship.
No, I never mentioned a cruise ship. I said we came on a boat.
Right, and then they just spotted a big, huge boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are more than one boats in the world, right?
So you're now denying that you were anything to do with those those people.
Obvious.
Okay, so you, Brad, and Chad are your own group now.
Yes.
Right. But wait a minute. I'm sorry. Just to go back, because I'm not forgetting. Last night when you were talking to your boobs, you said banana, which was the code word for we need help.
No, banana is the code word for we're okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, fine. I got that wrong. I'm sorry. But they're also after spotting people out in the forest as well, but you don't know them either.
No. Wait, they're after spotting them or they have spotted them?
They have spotted them.
Okay. How?
I mean, through the trees. They know this island better than any of you. And there was 15 of them. They scattered around, you know. But you're denying that you don't know those guys either.
No.
Oh, okay. So they've immediately closed shut. They've gone, okay, look, we need your help. So they've given you back your guns. I think there's a full-on, like, we've had a group come here before trying to hurt us. We don't think you're one of them. I know Joel thinks you're one of them, but that's fine. We need you to help us stop these people. They're going to kill everyone. They're going to kill all of us, humans and zombies.
Okay. Right. Well, you're pacifists, right?
Yes, but I mean pacifist to the extent that if someone kills me, then I'll kill him. Listen, don't get hung up on the pacifist thing. That's wrong. We're giving that up for the next 5 minutes. We're going to have to defend our community.
Oh, okay. Wow. Sure.
So
how are you going to defend it? I would like to hear this plan.
Oh, well, we're all going to be up on the walls. And
with what? You have cannons?
Crossbows. And we do.
You're going to shoot at a cruise ship with crossbows?
No. We have trebuchets as well. Catapults, trebuchets.
Trebuchets? I've never heard that before in my life.
Do you know
catapults. Okay.
Oh,
is that like the Lord of the Rings ones with the rock that spins down and it goes?
That's the one, yeah.
Is that okay? Is that what it's called?
They have one of them. They have one of them. Yeah.
Ooh,
big
okay.
Thing.
Right.
So it's a warning shot. We have a few guys gone out, a few big burly lads. They are going out and they're
This
firing.
Is happening really quickly.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do if these people are harmless? What are you going to do if this boat is full of zombies?
No, because we know this group. This group has attacked us before. They had a big boat just like this. No, we've dealt with this.
I'm pretty sure it's not the same boat.
How would you know? I'm sorry, but you didn't come on that boat.
No, but didn't you fight it off? Like, did you kill it? Because I'm assuming if you fought a boat,
right,
you would either sink it or it would survive and overtake you.
Oh no, they went back. A lot of people. We killed a lot of them, but they ran off. But now they're coming back. I think they repaired it, and that's what the boat is.
Well, how do you know? Like, that's my question. Like, in a world like this, how do you know for sure? Why don't you send someone over to see if they are dangerous, and if they're not, then don't kill them. But if they are, you have this walkie-talkie thing where you can let people know. I've seen this walkie-talkie. I've heard him speak to it.
Yes. So you think, well, why don't we just go out? Peter is appreciating your tactical now. So he's like, well, why don't we go out? Me, you, maybe Joel and Brad and Chad or whoever. We'll go out and we'll capture at least one of the guys who are skulking around outside our community and we can interrogate them.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Yes.
So
because then you can figure out pretty quickly whether they're evil or not, right?
That's true, and where they come from.
Yes.
So the 3 of you against 5, and 5 of Peter and 4 other people. Hey, you screw it. You lead the way. So are you going to go out?
Me?
Yeah. We want to see if we can trust you.
How am I going to?
Well, you just came through the forest.
How am I going to lead the way if they know where they are?
Oh, it's down by the beach, but I want you in point. You're just in front of the line.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So what's your plan like? Because if you get there, surely the person at the beach you're going towards the person near the beach with the walkie-talkie.
The one guarding making sure we get away. So they haven't spotted the other 3 yet.
They did spot them, but they don't know where they are. Like, they spotted them through trees, but they don't know where exactly they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. I guess my plan would have to be to somehow convince them that they're not dangerous. But then I haven't made up my mind about whether it's safe to remain in a community that think it's okay to live with zombies, because we've all seen the zombie movies and we all know that something always goes wrong.
Yes.
And shit hits the fan and everybody dies. It's not a good idea. Although I do like the look of that place.
Yeah.
What?
I was just
saying, what?
Do you think shit hits the fan when a new bunch of people enter the community?
Sometimes, yes. but not all the time. Like sometimes it's someone within the community either making a dumb choice, like for instance, seeing what it would feel like to shove their whole hand inside a zombie's mouth, whatever, I don't know, or
Has that ever happened?
trying to have sex with their zombie girlfriend and end up getting infected like that.
You don't have to make it weird.
I don't know how these things
Didn't have
work.
to make it weird. That was just a loving.
Dude, you already made it weird with this whole.
They were a teen romance. They were a teen romance. They were lovely. Joel hadn't been so happy since prom. That was a lovely.
Yes.
Joel
anyway.
And Sheila. So yes, you go down there and they say, "Oh, there they are. Okay, we have tranquilizers. Right, let's get them. We can."
You don't have to use tranquilizer. Grab him.
We can't grab him. How do we run it? Like, he could easily. We see a walkie-talkie on him. What if he's about to like signal for help to the boat? Again, we're presuming that this is part of the group that we're at war with. Like, we also have to be careful here that like we're not just assuming he's a nice guy.
Yeah, but aren't you guys like super stealthy? Don't you live on this island? Like, you found these people without them discovering you.
Yeah, but he's sitting out in the middle of the beach, like in a clearing. Like, we can't be stealthy when there's nothing to be stealth behind, if you get me. Like, there's 50 yards between us and him and just
okay, well, tell you what, these people have been at war with you guys.
Yes.
But they haven't been at war with us. They don't know who we are, right?
Right, but they're going to assume you're part of our community.
Do you really think so? Like, haven't they seen all of you? Haven't you been fighting, like...
No, I don't think they'd remember everyone. Like, I'm sorry, don't mean to be offensive here, but you're not that memorable. Like, it's not...
Me? I'm not expecting me to be memorable. I'm saying you are memorable.
Thank you. But thank you, says Peter. But no, I'm not. I wouldn't feel comfortable letting you, Brad, and Chad just stroll out there, and then that person could kill you. You know, he might think you're one of us, and he didn't, or kidnap.
Well, but I'm a woman. Do you think I look harmless?
No.
Yes.
No. Not at all.
No. I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm asking you. Do you think I could take you?
Peter is very fragile. He is me without muscle.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have muscles?
No, there you go.
Oh, there you go. You're flexing. Hey. No, okay. But I am prepared to sacrifice myself for the better.
I couldn't do that. I could not. I couldn't live in myself. What type of community would I be if the first person who comes in saying hello, I sacrifice?
But listen. I'm already on trial for murder, right?
Yes.
So this would be my way of redeeming myself, right? If I get killed, I was gonna get on trial. I don't even know how you treat people who are killed, whatever. But
small fry.
Right, exactly. So let me go and talk to him. If he kills me, then you have my permission to charge and murder everyone, whatever. Obviously, they're hostile. But if he doesn't, then I can convince him to come talk to you, and then you can interrogate him, right?
I tell you what, yes, I want to see where this goes. I fully believe you. Okay, Nikki, what were you introducing yourself as? Nikki?
Nikki, yeah.
Yeah, Nikki.
I can't remember what I was called in the last season. I
think I was saying Nikoline. But,
same.
Nikki, God bless you. You know, you're the best of humanity and zombie. Yeah, good luck. So you're going to walk over to whoever that was?
Yes. So I carefully, slowly walk over.
Oh God, you have to act like you're cautious now, because obviously you're not afraid of him, but you have to act. This is your best acting.
Yeah. So I do that. I walk up and
hello.
He.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah. Well, he's saying that, but he's not yelling, obviously.
Yeah.
So obviously, as a person anyway, who wouldn't know, like, if you're on the lookout for people, of course you would be like, "Hey, I'm harmless," you know.
Right.
So walk up to him and I quickly explain these people are they're harmless, but they also think that we're dangerous and they might attack us if they believe that we are. You don't know me, I don't know you. But please help me convince them that the people on the cruise ship are harmless. We have nothing to do with each other, we've never met. And that's basically it.
So you're going to convince them to come back and convince the crazy people that you don't know each other and everyone's harmless, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to walk back to Peter? And
yes. How many people does Peter have with him?
He has, what did I say? I think I said 4. He has 4 guards with him. Big people.
Yeah.
Not even big, just full of muscles, but you can tell like they're all MMA fighters. Everyone is MMA.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, what? So you're just gonna say, oh, they seem fine, and you're gonna let, I don't know, what's the other person's name? Or was that one of the others? Was that Norway, or was that any of them?
The other three?
The person you're bringing back with you to pretend
Yeah.
they don't know you, was
Yeah,
that
that's
Oslo or
Norway.
Norway?
Norway,
Oh, Norway.
yeah.
So I tell you what, as Norway is about to explain, unfortunately, one of the guards shouts, "Another boat."
Another boat? What? Another boat?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Boat?
Like a boat?
A boat? A boat?
What's a boat? Okay.
Another boat. Yeah. No, a boat.
Okay, so what kind of boat? Like a big one? A cruise ship? Is this another cruise ship? Or is it a...
It's another cruise ship. And of course, Peter is very concerned. Oh my God, another cruise ship. So he immediately grabs you by the arm and pulls you towards him as the other two tackle old Norway into the ground.
Okay, but
he's dragging you, saying, "We got to get back. Got to get back." There's two of them. They have reinforcements.
What? No, but these ones, like, where's the other boat coming from?
I mean, it's just coming into view, besides near enough to your cruise ship.
Like, why is this so goddamn difficult? All right, so, my God. Okay, so I panic because obviously this is the moment that I don't want to happen because now I'm going to be worried that the other one is actually the bad guys.
So you're going Joel. You're going full Joel, panicking.
Joel, no.
Okay.
I admit to my lie, basically.
Ah.
Yes. So I'll be like, okay, don't worry. Like, okay, now we actually have to save that boat because I came in that boat. And yes, I know I lied. I am so sorry I lied. But I'm protecting my own, just like you're protecting your own. I had to make sure that you guys were safe, that you weren't cannibals, that you weren't going to kill us. Please, please, please help me save my crew. And then we will leave this island and we will never talk to you again. Don't worry. But we need to get away because these guys are dangerous.
You were almost going full metadactyl there. You're going to like really get into it.
I am feeling the panic now because I'm like, oh my God, there's people on that boat that I care about.
And it feels like you're kind of trusting Peter in saying that. Like, you're like, no, screw it. This is the best option I have. Peter,
yeah, I mean,
this is what's going on.
Like, if he said that other cruise ship is dangerous, obviously they don't know that. Like, my people don't know that. And then that means that they're dangerous. And somehow I either need to warn them about this potential danger so that they don't end up getting slaughtered while I'm watching by myself on the shore with these 6 people. There's what, like 80, 92
of your people?
94 of my people.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I'm terrible with maths, but yes. Yes. So that's what I do. And I'm so sorry. I lied, but I needed to make sure it was safe before I have 94 people up there. I have a 90-year-old woman with a baby. I have,
your friend Kevin's mother.
My friend Kevin's mother is there. Her name is Hannah. And she's an excellent lookout. You know, the love of my life, Mark, also happens to love a mattress, is on the ship.
Is he actually love your life? Oh, Henry Cavill. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
We're just gonna. Well, I was hoping we could get all together and play Warhammer and World of Warcraft together, and find a safe place. But before this could happen, we actually have to stop these evil creatures in this horrible cruise ship that you say attacked you. So please help me. Okay, we're gonna help you.
As you're pleading for everything. Just to paint a picture around you, I mean, you're near the forest, you're still on the beach. You may see to your left that the trebuchet is being set up about to, be thrown. So that's probably worrying now that there's 2 ships on the Norway is pinned to the ground. Brad and Chad are completely confused. Brad keeps fumbling his 2 surfboard pieces, and Peter's looking at you shocked and know what to say. And then he opens his mouth, and that's the end of the episode. Thanks very much, everyone, for listening.
Oh my God! All the excitement! Oh my God!
Yeah. Screw it.
I'm cold sweating now. Shit.
Yeah,
okay.
I might finish that off. That's a trilogy then at some point.
Well, you guys are gonna have to keep listening then if you want to see what happens next.
I can't
wait. This might end up as a movie series that's in some future.
See, that's what I do.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. But Yes, thank you. I want to leave it on a cliffhanger, and that was the key moment where you poured your heart and soul out for
I
Henry
feel like
Cavill.
you try to do this to me every time.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I mean, I'm really unhappy you didn't try to go on the roller coaster, but yeah. Oh, if you look to your left, there was a zombie riding the roller coaster at some point
Right.
in the morning.
Okay.
That was quite
Cool.
nice. Yeah, that's the end of this weird episode of Dead Mattress, which is kind of the title.
Mattress of the Dead.
Mattress of the Dead, featuring no mattress this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the mattress? Oh, the mattress was on the ship with Mark because,
Yeah,
he had to have something.
well, he actually used it as his like round table. Well, it's a mattress table, but like for his council meetings. That's
Right.
where that were there. So yes, Nikki Bangen, still alive. And in fairness, the only person who died was Sheila the zombie.
Right.
So you did pretty well.
Thank you.
Yes. So, what can you plug? What social media are you on? What are you doing?
What social media am I not on? Put it that way.
Yes.
All right. So if you want to check me out or follow me, if you like the sound of my voice, I'm on Instagram under Miss Bangin, my surname. If you're wondering how to spell it, I'm sure that will be placed somewhere.
Yeah,
Bangen. Yes. And then you have me on TikTok and Twitter under nbangin. And my cosplay page is Geeky Glober.
Oh, wait. Do you also have the merchandise?
Yes, I also have a merch shop. It's called Little Hype Shop, and it's currently now open on Etsy. I do have a Shopify store, which is called the Little Hype Shop as well, but it's closing down very soon.
Yes,
sadly.
so on Etsy, Little Hype Shop is, and you can buy stuff for humans and zombies.
Yes,
If you're, yes.
everyone. Yes, I should probably make merch shirts for you, right?
Right.
Yes, I can make that. Yes, let's
Yeah.
do that. Tyrants in training merch, and then save the zombies and whatnot. I will make this. It's a good idea.
A boss, question mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
That damn mattress.
That damn mattress. See? Oh my God.
I like this.
I was like, oh, wait, that can be my like first sponsor.
Yes.
I don't think I get into it until I think you have to reach a certain limit of listenership. But
I think I need to have one customer before I can sponsor you. I don't have a single customer yet.
Okay.
So.
Oh, yes. Okay. That is the task for everyone who listens to this. Because then what happens then is if you do that, then I have to somehow insert Little Hype Shop into every proceeding.
Yes. Sponsored by Little Hype Shop.
I have to go, well, if you are thinking of a throne room, you can get stuff at.
That's brilliant.
Yes, that's how it works. Okay.
Yes, excellent.
Thank you everyone for listening to this zombie themed episode of Tyrants in Training podcast, which has just turned into its own like spin-off. Yes, and thanks Nikki.
Thank you.
So thank you and goodbye.
Hello and welcome to the Tyrant in Training podcast. I'm the host Kevin Ryan and this is the final episode of the third season. So yeah, apparently there's been seasons all along. Who knew? This episode welcomes back actress Nikoline Bangen, who can be heard on episode 10 of this podcast, trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. She did. She's alive. She's fine. Nikoline also has a clothes shop called Little Hype Shop that can be found on Etsy too. That's for clothes for filmmakery folk and non-filmmakery folk. Basically, she has clothes for anyone not a zombie. She is anti-zombie, which when I say anti-zombie, I mean she's not pro-zombie. It's not like she's related to like niece and nephews who are also zombies, I don't think. Anyway, here is part 2 of Nikoline Bangen being exasperated in a zombie apocalypse. Previously on this thing, whatever it is.